Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. Jessica Riley from First Northern Credit Union is here with me now to help us get on the path of being a homeowner and also tell us how we can get started on being money smart. Hi, Jessica.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
So First Northern Credit Union, that's where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
And what are some of the advantages of being a member there?
Sure. So our members at the credit union enjoy things like higher savings and checking interest rates. So on their depository accounts. So obviously the funds that they keep at the credit union. In addition to that, we offer lower interest rates on loans. So things like auto loans and home mortgages, which is what I do. Probably the biggest benefit, or what I love about First Northern, is that we offer a lot of like workshops and seminars and things like that, and those are always free to all of our members.
So when you say lower or higher, you were saying in comparison to a bank?
Yeah, exactly, like a bank. So another huge benefit of the credit union, in addition to that, is many of our services are low or no fees as well. So exactly, so it kind of do the similar things as what a bank does, but definitely have some added benefits.
So what's actually like the distinction between a credit union and a bank?
Yeah, that's a great question. I love that question, and I get that question a lot. So we are actually owned by our members. So we're chartered as a not-for-profit. So just kind of the way that we're set up is a little bit different, but essentially the people that belong to First Northern are also the owners of the credit union. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So that is a clear difference.
Yeah, definitely.
So you talked about some of the education and seminars, and there is a lot of educating and tips that go in to working for First Northern Credit Union. So you have tips for us before someone was going to apply for a mortgage.
Yes, yeah. So I do mortgage loans specifically. That's my job there full time. I'm a mortgage loan officer, and I encourage people before they come in and meet with me to take a couple of steps to kind of improve their approval. So things that I encourage people to do is check your credit report. As a consumer, you're actually given one free credit report per year from each of the major bureaus. And the three bureaus are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So I always encourage people to check their credit report. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and do that. So that way when they come in and meet with me, there's no surprises. That's the worst, is when you pull somebody's credit and they're like, oh, I didn't know that was on there, So definitely check your credit report, take a look at that, so that way there are no surprises when you go meet with a loan officer. In addition to that, look at your debts on there. So think of things like your credit card. Are you able to potentially pay that down or even pay that off? Sometimes people are really close on paying off a car loan, and it might make sense to pay off that car loan so that way you can afford more of a mortgage payment. So another thing too that will come up on credit is collections. So if you have any recent collections, think of things that have gone to collection, like a medical payment or even a cell phone payment. If it's recent, so within the last 3 to 6 months, it would probably make sense to pay that off before coming and meeting with a loan officer. And then the last thing that I encourage is saving. So there's a lot of really great programs available right now, like down payment assistance grants and grants for closing costs, but it's always good to have a little bit of money set aside. Obviously, if you're buying a home too, just the maintenance and things like that. So I always encourage people to try to save as much as they're able to. Tax refunds are starting to be distributed, so that's a good option too for down payment.
That's a starter right there.
Absolutely, yeah. We're already starting to get the phone calls of, hey, I filed my taxes, here's what I'm getting for my return. I want to take that money and invest it into real estate, which is fantastic.
Perfect timing for you to be here, then, Jessica.
Yeah, exactly.
So also perfect timing for you to be here because First Northern Credit Union has a Becoming a Homeowner event coming up.
Yes. So as I mentioned, one of the benefits of the credit union is we do a lot of workshops and seminars, and so I'm happy to host a lot of these seminars. We just did one in March, actually, called Women and Money. So that was a lot of fun, but I have one coming up in April. It's on April 11th at First Northern Credit Union, and that is from 5:30 to 7 at my office. And what that is it's basically telling you the steps to take, what to expect with the mortgage loan process. There's a lot of first-time home buyers that are out there, and they're like, we don't know where to start. What do we need to do first? So it's called Becoming a Homeowner, and it's from pre-approval all the way to the closing table, which is the day that you get your keys. So.
And that is probably filled with just incredible information that you're not going to get anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really excited about it. I mean, it talks about credit, but also budgeting and saving and, payment, what's my payment going to be? What's included in my payment? What about property taxes? All of that. So I'm really excited about that seminar.
That sounds like a great idea if you are looking to buy your first home, because you don't want to do it wrong.
No, it's not something you want to mess up. Yeah.
No, get as much help as you can get on that one. Also, Money Smart Week is coming up, March 30th through April 6th. So you have some free options during that time where people can save money.
Yeah, exactly. So Money Smart Week is the first week in April, and the credit union is putting on a lot of different events for that. So we're really excited for Money Smart Week. The Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of April, we're offering meeting with a FSA, which is a financial service advisor. And this is open to anyone. You don't have to be a member of the credit union. When you meet with a financial service advisor, they're going to do a credit check. They're going to help you with budgeting and saving, kind of some of the things that we're already talking about. They're also going to look at different interest rates that you have on the things you already have out there. So think of your credit card. If you have a credit card that has an interest rate of 20% and we can do a balance transfer and offer lower than that, we could help save you some money. And car loans too. So it's kind of like, think of it almost as like a financial checkup, right? To where they kind of look at your report, see what's on there, see if there's any opportunities to save you any money. And then the Tuesday and Thursday of Money Smart Week, that's when there's an opportunity to meet with myself. It's a 60-minute consultation, essentially, where we do similar things, look at your credit, but talk and focus more on the homeownership option. So maybe I'm not in the right place to buy a house right now, but what do I have to do to get in the right position? Or I'm not sure if I am. Do you think I can afford a home right now? Which is really exciting for me because we're getting into the spring market. So there's a lot of buyers in the market right now, and so it's just a really good opportunity to kind of sit in front of a loan officer. I've been doing this like almost 10 years now. So it's a good opportunity just for me to share some information that I know with both new and repeat buyers.
And no matter if you've had 5 houses or if it's your first house
Yes.
or whatever your money status is right now, like you said, it's a good checkup.
That's exactly it. Yeah, and I work with a lot of repeat buyers as well. It's not just first-time home buyers. So there's people that, maybe are downsizing, or maybe their family situation has changed, so they need a bigger home, So, and believe it or not, there's repeat buyer programs as well. Everyone hears about, the first-time home buyer programs that are out there. But if you're buying your second or your third or your fourth house, there's actually down payment assistance and grants available in actually the entire state of Illinois for those grants. So, and not a lot of people talk about those, so it's good conversations to have.
Perfect, Jessica. So fncu.org if anyone needed any more information or to get signed up for all of that great stuff coming up, right?
Yes, exactly. fncu.org. And to get a list of our seminars, because we do put them on all throughout the year, it's fncu.org/seminars.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming in, Jessica. After the break, 10 tips for a better birth. And speaking of births, it's birthday time. Tomorrow, hometown girl Danica Patrick turns 37. Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler will be 71, if you can believe that, on Tuesday. Wednesday, a pair of birthdays. Nathan Fillion from ABC's The Rookie turns 48. And singer Mariah Carey will be 49. Lastly, on Saturday, Celine Dion will be 51. Happy birthday.